Elon Musk's Doge claimed that Social Security, the SSA, is riddled with waste, fraud, and abuse.
Oh no!
Up to 40%, they say, of phone calls to the SSA are attempts at doing fraud. Really? Well, we have the real numbers, and guess what? They are far, far, far less. According to Federal Computer Week, the procedures implemented by the blunderkins at the so-called Department of Government Efficiency actually found that just 2 out of the 110,000 calls to the Social Security Administration that happened in the spring had a high probability of being fraudulent. Now, I'm not that great at math here, all right? So bear with me. But the 40% figure that was cited by Elon Musk, others, like even Vice President J.D. Vance, 40% of that, out of 110,000 calls, would be more than just 2. Right? I mean, the math here, it doesn't lie. The real figure of apparently fraudulent calls actually equaled about 0.0018%. Well then, there it is. Hey, that's great news. Means that Social Security, the SSA, is actually really rather free of fraud, waste, and abuse. Right? Yes. That said, Doge put some anti-fraud measures in place anyway. And big surprise, they're not really doing anything other than making legitimate claims take even longer to process. That's right. It's according to an internal memo viewed by Federal Computer Week, which stated that the new procedures have actually slowed down the processing times at the administration by 25%. And since they are slowing things down so much and not really catching any fraud, may soon be removed from protocol. Oops. Now, they found that fraudsters were not actually attempting to phone SSA every second, which apparently that's part of that claim. Now, that internal memo noted that no significant fraud has been detected from any of the flagged cases. Oh, really? Imagine that. Shocker. Shocker. I'm shocked and chagrined. Now, that said, the delays here caused by these anti-fraud measures, which don't work, were described in the memo as a degradation of public service. No kidding. More details about that. Doge's AntiFraud Protocol required them to put a 3-day hold on phone claims in order to try to check it for fraud. This procedure, apparently, according to the memo, delays payments and benefits to customers despite an extremely low risk of fraud. And there it is. I absolutely love it when right-wing groups who made all these ridiculous claims about, we're going to find the fraud, we're going to find so much fraud, end up not being able to find any at all. All right? I mean, this makes me think of cyber ninjas during that whole post-2020 where we're going to find so much fraud in these elections. Let me just look at the data here. Oh, it's going to be like, oh my God, all the fraud. We're going to find it all. We're going to post it all. And then they go in, they look, and then they realize, that we didn't really find much here. I mean, cyber ninjas all over again. Every time. I mean, look, to be fair, 0.0018% of the time, there is potential fraud. Great job. Wow. Totally worth all the time, money, and the slowdowns for legitimate claims, guys. Wonderful. And by the way, where did that insane 40% figure even come from? I mean, they pulled it out of their butt, obviously. But here's the thing. A Fox News segment from March 27th, where you had a Doge engineer named Aram Mogadassi wrongly claiming that there was 40% of calls made to the SSA to change direct deposit information were from fraudsters. Now, hold on. They got that wrong. Federal Computer Week reports that 40% of direct deposit fraud at the agency is associated with phone calls, not that 4 out of every 10 calls to the agency are from fraudsters. So they got a little bit of a mix-up here. Oops. Somebody should be fired for that one. Now, nonetheless, they still took this and tried to do policy on it. Yes, the SSA had announced that it would phase out allowing people to make account changes or make claims over the phone, which did not go well. Many people call the SSA to do just those things and might not have access to the internet to be able to do that. And so a lot of angry people were like, whoa, what are you doing? So the backlash caused them to scrap that policy because it was stupid and wholly unnecessary. Based on the numbers that we have now, it's not like we have a huge Social Security fraud problem. Okay. Saying that, though, do I want waste, fraud, and abuse in our programs? No, of course not. What I'm trying to say and argue and point out is the fact that we already have very effective ways at stopping fraud that are already in place. And part of that, by the way, is how difficult it is to get Social Security benefits in the first place. I mean, seriously, especially disability benefits. There are strict rules as well as reporting requirements for those payments, as well as like SSI payments, for example. Okay, too many people, though, and I don't know why. Well, maybe I know why, because of Fox News and right-wingers, but they seem to think that you could just strut up into a SSA office and be like, oh, my back hurts, oh no, and then immediately get showered with benefits. That is not what happens. Ain't how it works. You ask anybody on it, the kind of crap that they have to go through, the paperwork, the waiting periods, the focus on, how much do you have in assets? We're going to have to verify that. Look, and for a lot of these programs, you're not even allowed to have any substantial savings. And considering how many people are on it due to disability, some of those you can't see, you would be completely shocked at how difficult it is to get benefits, and not only that, to keep them. If you make more than $1,620 a month as a disabled person from working, yes, a lot of disabled people do enter the workforce. But if you make more than that, and it doesn't matter, as long as it's like how, okay, whether it be like a one-time bonus or something, if you make more than that in a month, that's it. Your benefits are gone. They take them. Now, they might continue to still send you checks, but you get caught, they're going to take all that money back. Okay? So there you go. And by the way, $1,620 is not that much money. That equates to about less than $20,000 a year. In America, you need at least $67,000 a year to maintain a basic standard of living in this country. All right? That's the reality. Those are the real numbers. But I keep saying over and over again, what the real waste, fraud, and abuse is not because of poor people. It doesn't go to the poor people. The fraud, a lot of it's being done by the extremely wealthy who lobby by our government to have tax loopholes put into our tax code big enough to drive a semi through. They're the ones who hire undocumented labor to try to save on labor costs. Or another thing, speaking about abuse, right? CEOs out there who come up with AI models to deny healthcare to people who have paid their healthcare premium for years in order to pad their pockets, to have more profit for the shareholders. It is those people, not those that are on disability or SSI or retirement, that are actually really costing the American people. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please like, share, subscribe, hit the bell icon in order to get notified whenever a new video is released. And if you want to support independent, progressive media through this difficult time where it seems like everybody is shutting down, you can become a member on our YouTube page, you can become a subscriber on Facebook, or you can go to my Patreon. It's patreon.com/Jeff Waldorf. Thank you.